Obviously, just like with open meetings, we had to know the definition of a meeting. In the Open Records Act, we have to know the definition of a public record. What you see on the screen is actually an underlined version to show you the changes to the definition that were made in the 2012 Act. Definition's always been very broad. It includes all documents, papers, letters, maps, books, tapes, photographs, computer-based or generated information or similar material. In other words, just about anything. In the 2012 Act, two additions were made. One, they added the words data and data fields. The purpose of that addition being that you're not required to produce, in response to an Open Records Act request, documents that do not exist. If we don't have the record, you're not required to create the record. However, the technology that we live with has created a bit of a conundrum in that regard, because many times what records we create is a matter of what we tell the computer to do. So if we have the data in the computer or the data fields, and simply by telling our system to print out a record that shows A, B, and C, we can produce the record being sought, we're required to do that, even though we would not normally print out that record in the normal course of business. The second addition may be even more significant, because the definition now includes all documents maintained or received not only by the agency, in our case by the school district, but also or by a private person or entity in the performance of a service or function for or on behalf of the school district, or when such documents have been transferred to a private person for storage or future governmental use. Now, the last part of that's fairly obvious. You send it to an off-site storage company, it's still a public record. That's easy. It's the idea that a private entity, think contractor, who is performing services for the school district may be subject to and is subject to a request for records under the Open Records Act. That's a significant and broad expansion of the requirements of the Act that has not been in the Act before, and that you need to be very much aware of, as do your contractors.